So I recently discovered Jennifer Moleski, and I think she's absolutely brilliant. She's so funny. She's straight to the point. I saw her in the comments, someone said she calls a spade, and I think that perfectly sums up her content. I think she's great, so we're going to react to some more of her content. Hey, it's Christine Grace. Welcome back to my channel. Today's another reaction video. Like the video on your way in. Let's get straight into it. So guys, if you haven't already gone and checked out Jennifer Moleski's channel, you should definitely do that because I am currently browsing through the library of her videos at the moment. And I saw this one titled MGTOW, Modern Feminism and Consequences. And I thought, you know, over the last year, I've come to learn what MGTOW is. I've come to learn even more about modern feminism and what all of that is. And I have seen the consequences of both. I, however, am only 24 and this lady is quite a bit older than me, and I would very much like to hear her wisdom on the subject matter. So let's take a look together.
Ladies, guess what? Men are going their own way, and it's a problem. Some of you have already heard about the MGTOW movement, men going their own way. And you can think what you want about it, but this is a really big problem for women, for us, for our future, for families, for you to find a partner. If a population of good men are walking away because they're fed up with women. Now, to be clear, it's not women in general. It's the mass of women that are taking over the culture and representing women. They're loud. They're mean. They say they want equality. If modern feminists really want equality, why are they not protesting in the streets for the changing the laws for alimony or child support or child custody?
Because they only want equality so long as it benefits them. Which isn't equality at all, really. It's just narcissism.
Because they don't want equality. They want superiority. And they're not getting it. Men are, not only are men going their own way as far as relationships, like you're not going to be able to find a good partner because they're fucking off, but also because women have become such crybabies that a man can't even speak to them, mentor them, help them, coach them, guide them, be in a room alone with them for fear that they will say that there was sexual harassment. Women have become so sensitive, and that's what it is. It's a superiority thing. I have a theory. Have you ever met a woman who bitches about being catcalled? Okay, so there was an article in this newspaper called The Independent here, and it's very left wing. And there was an article, oh my God, about a woman who she lived downtown, and she was complaining that she couldn't, on a daily basis, she couldn't leave her house because men were catcalling her, saying rude things to her. She claimed that one guy followed her and said something about like wanting to fuck her, and then she was like, "Leave me alone." So he threw a pop at her. Bullshit. I have been out in this town for 16 years. I have never had anything thrown at me. I've only been treated respectfully. But I will say this, I have a very playful nature and I'm really secure in who I am. Okay. So there's been times at like construction sites where I've like walked by. I remember I was at the bank and I got out of my car to go into the bank, and there was somebody on a scaffold and he said something like, "Hey girl," or "look good," or something. And it didn't bother. I wasn't offended. I didn't see it as harassment. I didn't fear for my safety. I didn't think it was out of line. I didn't think it was rude. I didn't feel victimized. I was like, "Hey, thanks." And then they all like waved. And then they got back to doing whatever it was that they're doing. But there are women out there. Okay, so this is my theory. I'm going to get back to it. I think that there's women out there who don't feel actually good about themselves. They don't feel attractive.
They don't feel worthy of the compliment. So it does like a whole thing in their brain.
They don't feel strong. They don't feel secure in their body. So they're fishing for compliments or / they want people to think that they're better than they are. Here's what I mean. the women, and I asked you originally, have you ever met a woman who has said, oh my God, on the way to work today, this guy was like, hey, how's your day? I like your dress. And I'm like, God, and they complain like this. I think they're telling people that so they
want the affirmation that like, well, of course a guy is going to try and talk to you because you are actually pretty and you are actually, worthy of compliments. That's what they want. Or, they're just complete narcissistic sociopath and they just want further like showering with compliments.
They can prove to you that they're pretty, or their dress is nice, or they're so beautiful and they're so wonderful. You don't even know how hard it is to be out in the world. But it's not hard. It's not hard. Okay, I don't want to go off on that too much, but there's women like that. And because there are so many women like that who don't understand their value, possibly because they have little value, they haven't cultivated anything genuine in their intellect, in their heart, in their demeanor, in their appearance. They haven't cultivated anything, so they feel low, so they want to be higher than men. And men are smelling that. Smells bad. So now men are saying, I'm not going to mentor a woman. I'm a fine dining server as my job because no one gives me donations. But hey, no, that's okay. Here on YouTube, I might get there. But anyway, I love waiting tables. And I was waiting on like a 10 top. That means 10 people. And they were older and they were wealthy and they were white. So they were like the devil. They weren't the devil. They were awesome. But he was saying, he being an owner of a big company, was saying to his friends at our annual Christmas party that he hosts and pays for, he's like, I'll go, but I only shake hands and I don't hug women anymore. And he said a lot of his female employees would be like, hey, Bob, let's say his name's Bob. Hey, Bob, and try to give him a hug. He's like, no. Like, oh, like, what the?
It's not worth the risk. I remember in the last real job that I worked, my boss was, white guy, very successful, worked out, looked after himself. And he told me this story and I'll never forget it, how he held the door open for someone. Because we was talking about this. We was talking about, it was really small company, so you could still talk freely. There wasn't too much HR intervention. And we were speaking about how difficult it is for men in this regard. And he was telling me how he held the door open for a lady. And she shouted at him. She bit his head off. You don't think I can hold a door open for myself? Da, 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 da. And he was kind of like, whoa. Like, sorry. And then it's like, we wonder why chivalry is seemingly dead. Because we killed it, girls. We did this. We did this to ourselves. And it's really sad. It's really sad.
What the hell? And he's like, no, but it's good to see you. So men are even afraid to hug, maybe as they should be. I was talking to another old white guy at the restaurant that I work at, and he said that there was a girl who knocked on his door like a while ago and said, sir, can I please use your bathroom? And he said, no. Of course he said no. To have a girl in the house of a old white man, you are looking to be absolutely accused of something. So what this modern feminism is doing is causing men to say, I'm out. No, you can't use my bathroom. No, I don't want to mentor you. No, I don't want to hug you. No, I don't want to be in a room alone with you, even if it's for, what's it called? An assessment? So now they have to have more people in or video cameras. So it's all for the safety of women. But I thought women were so powerful. So we're doing all these things to help women feel safe, even though they're so powerful and they're equal to men. What did I start talking about this? Women, this is a problem. So what's the solution? Well, ditch modern feminism. If you're so strong, act like it. Be on the side of men. Stand up to bully women. Don't be a bully woman yourself. You know what else I would say, maybe as advice, is befriend people who are against feminism. I know, it's bold and scary and fuck those people. But I think you could learn a lot from The View because you are in a bubble right now.
It's always good and interesting to surround yourself with people who have a differing opinion to you because you might learn something. You're never going to learn anything if you're in an echo chamber.
Thinking that you're oppressed and you are oppressing. You're making people, you're causing, I hate making because it's a choice. You're having people choose, no. You are leaving you alone as the better option than engaging with you in any way. And that's absolutely fucking over society and family and values. And do you know how good it is to be in a nurturing relationship? It's fantastic. But you're not going to get that by being a part of a culture that is a protected class, not an equal class. You want protection. You don't want equality. You want to be better.
You want to be worshipped. That is literally what has happened with modern feminism. Women have been put on a pedestal and are to be worshipped by men.
It's demonic. It's demonic.
Oh, I love her so much. I think she's brilliant and everything she said is absolutely true. And I really hope that her videos are reaching the feminists because they won't protest for change because it's totally rigged in their favor with everything to gain and with us men losing everything, our homes, our money, even our kids. I'm only 27 years old and I'm not interested in dating these kind of modern day women. This is pure abuse and they know it. I'm staying celibate and I'm going to leave it in God's hands that I find a good woman because honestly, it's not worth it right now. I'm just going to focus on getting healthier and stronger, as you absolutely should. And I'm so sorry to hear that you're in that predicament at only 27 years old. That is outrageous. But it's situations like this, which is why men are going their own way. And I think it's such a shame that, unfortunately, women can't comprehend this. And I like what Jennifer said there, that is like, it's not making, it's a choice. And it is a choice. But also, like, women are very heavily and easily influenced. You know, there's a lot of these women that I see with these kind of like narcissistic and overego inflated opinions of themselves and how they view the world and how they view men. And I just think, like, you're just surrounded by really bitchy, lost and dumb girls. Like, none of my girlfriends are feminist, as you can probably imagine. I have one friend, hi Hannah, who is much more liberal leaning than me, and that's fine. But even she, like, you know, realized, hang on a minute, there's a few things that we could probably learn from each other here, which is great. But I see these women and I think, you know, if you could just join my friendship group for a week and just hear us out and notice, like, like these non-feminist girls are actually like pretty chill. Like, we don't argue with each other, not like the, you know, friendship groups you hear about where it's girls just hating on each other all the time. We don't bitch about each other. We all get along. We all want each other to find a nice husband, you know. And life is just easy and well, you know. So, yeah, it is a choice. It is absolutely a choice. And I just wish that more women would challenge themselves and say, you know what, I will be friends with an anti-feminist for a week and just see how it goes. You might come out of it and think, hey, do you know what? I'm even more feminist now and great. But, you know, I would bet money that you probably wouldn't. But hey, that is a challenge for you ladies. If any of you are out there and watching my video and you're triggered by Jennifer's video and you think that I am full of crap, DM me. Like, I'm actually, like, really not a horrible person. Like, I won't just be mean to you for no reason. Let's just become friends for like a week. Let's just chat. Let's talk about things. Challenge yourselves. I dare you. Let's do it. Okay, that's just what I think. Why don't you let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you like this video, as always, please do give it a thumbs up on your way out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all of my content. And if you'd like to consider donating to the channel, please click the link in the description at buymeacoffee.com. And on that note, I will see you very soon in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.